Bitcoin surges above 59,000 as bull rally continues. Let's do some indoor claps. Not necessarily at a new all-time high, but you can practically taste it. You could also taste the blood of the bears, the people shorting it, because they are getting completely blown out. We are seeing Bitcoin do nothing but squeeze higher and higher and higher. So congrats to the bull camp and RIP to the bear camp. The Fear and Greed Index reading is now 87, a sign of extreme greed. So with this, if you believe the whole Warren Buffett thing of like be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful, right now there's a lot of FOMO, there's a lot of excitement. Does that mean it has to pivot right now? Does that mean it has to fall now? No, you never know how high FOMO is going to lead something. You never know how high a squeeze is going to leave something. But I just want to let you know what the index is saying is right now, the Bitcoin community is feeling pretty good. Speaking of that, just for the point of posterity, I want to let you know Bitcoin trading above 60,000, market cap of about 1.2 trillion, and it is moving, grooving, and it is looking good. The other thing I want to point out here now is the all-time high. So according to Coinbase, Bitcoin's all-time high circa 2021 is 69,000 flat.
Nice.
Bitcoin bulls target 69K lifetime highs ahead of halving. If you don't know what the halving is, the TLDR is, remember, the consensus mechanism of how the ledger is updated. It has to do with proof of work, which means that there's miners and you get a reward for doing that. The reward for doing it is going to be cut in half, and this happens roughly every single 4 years. The reason people are so excited about it is this right here: Bitcoin halving rallies. To date, we've had 1, 2, 3 different halvings, and at the moment of the halving, as you can see on this chart, the market has ripped. The first one up 93.1x, the next one 30.1x, and then 7.8x. And right now the question is, okay, like where could this one be potentially leaving us? And according to Cointelegraph and their metrics, they're targeting just shy of 150,000 per Bitcoin. So this is why people are excited, because the technological update, the change to Bitcoin, historically has led to some very, very bullish rallies. So right now, people are saying not just 69,000, which is the all-time high. A lot of predictions are we're going to blow that completely out of the water. Euphoric sentiment, institutional buying demand, and historic gains linked to Bitcoin's halving event are putting the asset on track to cross its lifetime highs of 69,000 in March. Bitcoin halvings have always been associated with bull rallies, with the asset's prices increasing by several 100% in the months following the previous events. Halvings happen about every 4 years and increase the block rewards to miners, what I just explained. The anticipation has always led to increased buying activity, or FOMO for lack of a better term. Investors expect a reduction in supply to drive up prices and a pre-halving rally, which contributes to a new bull market with a refreshed bullish sentiment. Literally basic supply and demand. If less supply is coming into the system and the demand is the same or increases, price has to go up. It is just basic mathematics. So earlier this year, we have the spot ETFs being approved by regulations. Great. Wall Street can now put its money into it. And we've seen over $10 billion flow into the actual official Wall Street, basically the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have the halving, and this is the past 3 times associated with a very bullish event. And then if we go a little bit farther out, if you ask me, I think monetary policy is going to get very, very loose because they're going to be forced to, which should be another massive, massive benefit for Bitcoin. For those of you who are curious, with the halving, there is an official live Bitcoin halving countdown. April 19th is the anticipated date. So we're about 50 days out, just under 2 months, and Bitcoin is moving. Last but not least, falling Bitcoin Ether spread is music to altcoin traders' ears. So obviously I know there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement in the world of Bitcoin, but if you start to look at some of the spreads, other people are saying, well, hang on, Bitcoin's looking good, but some of these altcoins might really, really rip. The spread between perpetual funding rates in Bitcoin and Ether markets recently collapsed, indicating an uptick in investors' risk appetite. As in, yes, people are very excited about Bitcoin, but they're starting to even be more excited on a nominal financial value of some of these other opportunities. The development suggests continued outperformance of alternative cryptocurrencies ahead. Now, if you ask me, I'm just happy to have exposure. I mean, my biggest holdings are Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not going to be a maxi, but I'm also not going to be a person completely punting random like altcoins that no one's ever heard of. I like to stick with the main two. Once in a while, I'll dabble in the others, but for me, it's just kind of easier easier to be like super in one world to learn what I need to like learn there, opposed to kind of getting spread across too many different things. Not necessarily anything negative to say about the others. I just like the KISS methodology. I like to keep it simple, stupid. But right now, it's exciting times. As we've been predicting, and as I continue to predict, I think the good times will keep rolling because I think there's too much excitement and FOMO in the system to really slow things down right now. Eventually, this won't go on forever. There's going to be a breather, and I think people will freak out, not realizing that's probably a buy the dip opportunity. But for right now, my short-term prediction is excitement leads us higher and higher and higher. Obviously, let me know your thoughts.